welcome to another episode of the Ping Pod podcast with my co-host, Marcus Johnson.
Hello.
We are recording this in my bedroom, so there is less chance, although not absolutely no chance, that we will get interrupted.
Probably will.
Yeah, probably.
John will drive here.
God.
John and Jay will
Can
drive
you
here.
imagine?
Yes, I can.
We are set up with the microphone literally between the legs, looking like I've got an erection. I'm not even kidding, that's the way I've had to do it due to the way my mic stand is. So I apologise if the audio is a bit weird.
Probably is.
Right, so we've got 2 weeks worth of news to update, and we got lazy and couldn't be asked to find it all. So we found some of the highlights of the highlights.
The highlights of the highlights.
Exactly.
Super highlights.
First one being PS4 release date for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Finally. October the 11th. It's going to be a special 20 years of Tomb Raider edition, because the first Tomb Raider came out in 1996. It's going to have co-op endurance gameplay, PlayStation virtual reality support, but only for the new chapter they've added in, which is called Blood Ties, in which zombies invade Croft Manor. It's sort of a nightmare sort of scenario. It's a dream she has. I'm not completely clued up. All the previously released DLC for the game comes with it, plus extra outfits, weapons, and expedition cards. There will also be an art book included and a new extreme survivor difficulty. So basically, it has everything and more.
How does that the cost though? That's like a collector's edition. That does.
It is practically. But
is that the only edition they have?
I think they're selling it. I think they're selling it for full price. But that's because it has everything.
But I think it's just a normal standard edition as well.
I'm not sure. We could Google it right now.
Okay, they better do.
I doubt they do. Thanks. Interim. Play some music over the top whilst we look up.
Come with free Tomb Raider Definitive Edition.
Oh!
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh! That's something. That's new. I didn't put that down. Apparently, Rise of the Tomb Raider comes with a free copy of Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Ooh!
I don't care.
Well, fuck you. The viewers might care. Jesus, so selfish.
Yep.
So that's cool. That was only news released 14 hours ago. But
Wait, I just want to see the price though. Only shopping stuff. Wait a sec. Oh, it's actually not too bad. It's only 40 quid. I thought it was like, because everything it comes with, it's like, it just sounds like one of those special editions. That's
like 60 quid. Yeah. No, it's only 40. When I said full price, I didn't mean like that and more. No,
it's not too bad.
It's 40.
I consider buying it, but
Now, this is a picture I'll put up
right now.
about now, yeah. And it compares the 20-year celebration edition that's coming out of Rise of the Tomb Raider, the cover of it, with the cover of Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection. What is your take on this, Marcus?
It is... right, the design is a carbon copy.
Pretty much.
It is.
Yeah.
And has this been picked up by people or not?
But that's how I found it.
Oh, was it?
It was mentioned by like a news website. I think it's on purpose. I think they've heard of the comparisons and thought, let's fuck with them.
Yeah.
I think it's on purpose.
They might be getting like,
And Naughty Dog haven't said anything, so...
They don't care. They probably don't care.
Exactly.
But I just don't get why they've done it though. Because it's not... Like
because it looks cool. It's a good design.
It looks cool, but it's I don't know. Oh well. I think it's just, purposely copying it.
Yeah. Who cares?
Me.
Right. You gonna get it? Rise of the Tomb Raider?
I might do.
It's a good game.
I've got the definitive edition. It's pretty good. But I don't know. I might do. At some point, yeah. I don't know.
Next up, Pokemon Go. It's out in the UK, which came out 2 weeks ago, but oh my god, he's literally playing it as we speak.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
On speed.
Because my phone doesn't meet the requirements. You need 2 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm pretty sure my phone is like 850 meg or something like that of RAM. And also, your Android needs to be at least 4.4.
Yeah.
They stopped updating the S3 at 4.3. Off.
It sucks for you.
I know. I'll get it when I get a new phone in like 3 years and everyone stopped playing it. That's when I'll get it.
Yeah.
Which means all the Pokemon then will be for me because no one else is playing it.
No, 'cause
Aha.
I'll still be playing it.
Yeah.
I will be. The thing that irritates me is that you've got people who are like already like in like level 23 and stuff. Where it gets difficult to get to that point. It's like these people have not. It's only been out for what is it 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
These people have. It's unlikely unless they're literally on it all the time. They've bought things to enhance and improve.
Someone's decoded it. Like they've gone into the coding of it.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they found out like all the different things. Like Mewtwo is classed as legendary.
Mm.
There is one.
Obviously.
There is one Pokemon. I can't remember which is classed as mythic.
Ditto.
Hold
That's
on.
one's supposed to be quite difficult to catch.
Hold on. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go already be there. Type in Pokemon Go decoded. We're doing our research as we record the podcast. You're welcome.
So well.
Recently
prepared.
decoded. We're going to the Lad Bible because you know how reliable that is.
Yeah.
But it's trust me, I've looked at the comments. This is directly copied from another website.
Eggs cap at level 20, so if you get an egg at level 37, it still hatches the same quality as if you
Yeah.
to, that's bull crap, isn't it?
Yeah, it means you get to work with them and evolve them.
I suppose, but
Basically,
Mew is mythic.
Mew is mythic. Mewtwo.
Farfetch'd is out there somewhere, as is Ditto. I know Ditto, apparently, but I know somebody said that you could catch that as another Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then it shows itself as Ditto later on, so.
Loads of people.
Mm.
What I hate about the Pokemon Go craze is that loads of people love it and play it, and that's great. And then you get those who try and spoil the fun, and they're like, "Oh, I'm too mature for Pokemon Go. You're all children. It's a childish game. Shite, blood, overrated, blah blah blah." And I'm like, mate, kids have been stuck indoors playing video games, and people have been moaning about it for about 20 years. This is a video game that gets them up, walking around, socialising, out of the house.
And they're still moaning.
Yeah, it's like, for fuck's sake, this is like the perfect video game. Because it's still a video game for them to enjoy, and it gets them outside. So it's like fucking moaning, It's really annoying. And the other thing is, it's such a it is a bit of a ridiculous craze though. Like, I saw a video the other day of Central Park, right?
Yeah.
It was full of about 100 people just playing Pokemon Go.
Not sitting at Pokestops and there.
And then something like, I think it was like a Charizard spawned in Central Park. And there was like a stampede, pretty much, of just people wanting to get to this Charizard. Like, it was caught on camera, just loads of people just going out to get it. It was hilarious.
I think there's something there that says that Dragonite has the strongest base attack. I think that. I'm surprised. I thought it'd be something like Charizard that would have that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Who cares?
And it's just say, Legendary have no spawn rate and have no capture rate. So that means you're going to need a Master Ball, but no one knows where to get a Master Ball from. What's the point, man?
The challenge of the game, mate. The challenge of the game.
Oh dear. But so yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to say, I've caught a Mewtwo, I've caught a whatever.
Someone one day.
Yeah.
And they're very lucky.
No, they just cheat in some way.
Pretty much. So that's Pokemon Go. Good for everyone who plays it. I wish I could. I can't.
You can get it on PC.
Hey?
Yes, I think there is a PC hack. I think there's actually a release for it as well.
Yeah, but the entire point of Pokemon Go is to be walking around in it.
And that's what I said when someone said to me, said, you can get it on PC as well, but that kind of defeats the object. You can't carry. I've got my PC. Just walk around with it.
Yeah. By the way, according to you, of course, there's absolutely no Pokemon immediately. According to you.
I could not find anything.
No.
I couldn't find anything just. Unless I haven't got any incense or anything to try and lure them around, so. No. Depends where you are. I found loads. I went to Wales last week and there was loads there.
Yeah.
I was levelling up loads. So.
There should be loads of sort of dragon type Pokemon. Not type.
That would make sense.
But sort of dragon-ish Pokemon, if you know what I mean.
It would make sense, but.
Not types, aren't dragon types.
No, there wasn't.
No. That's a shame.
I know. But I challenged the gym.
But something like a Charizard just there. That would make sense.
You just see loads of people running. There's a Charizard, Eric.
It's the actual Welsh Dragon. Great. So that's Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a weird thing that I decided to include.
I've got a Pokemon now.
Oh, what have you found?
Paris. It's not that good.
Yeah,
It's something.
It's an average.
It gets me XP.
It's an average Pokemon, isn't it?
It gets me XP. I'll just...
He's found a Paris. Okay, here's something that I included because I thought it was quite funny. Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, or however you pronounce that name. I've always said Ubi since
I always said Ubisoft.
Since I was a kid, so whatever. They're releasing an Uno video game, the card game, Uno.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it does...
It's coming out on August the 9th.
It's not really that bad. I mean, you had, like, release of Monopoly.
Yeah,
lots
yeah.
And stuff, so... I'm surprised that hasn't happened already.
Physical games aren't going to exist anymore soon. Because it's just going to be video game
Yes,
versions.
but you'll still have those things like you have a Pokemon Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
I saw recently. I was like, I better get that soon because if you don't, it's going to go. But then there's the Star Wars one. There's all these like Collector's Edition ones.
Yeah.
That's going to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Because people want to buy just for the collection.
Yeah.
But
I thought that was a bit of a weird thing just to include. There have been 2 new Tekken 7 characters revealed for the upcoming game. A new character called Master Raven.
Master Raven.
And a freestyle karate guy returning from Tekken 6 called Bob.
Bob.
He's just called Bob. Tekken Fighter Bob.
Bob.
Amazing. I love this here. Master Raven. Bob.
Bob. It's just Bob.
Yeah. You're out, Bob.
It's not like Bob the Obliterator. No, it's just Bob.
I'm Bob and I'm here to fuck you up. Nice to meet you.
What does he look like?
Should we find out?
check?
Yeah.
I just want to see if he looks like a Bob.
Just if you'd if you'd see that guy and go, that is definitely a Bob.
Bob from Tekken.
I'm trying to type upside down. Bob Tekken. Yeah, he looks like a Bob.
He does actually, Bob.
Oh my god, he's so fat.
How much would I bet he's like really, really strong though?
Oh, absolutely,
He's like
yeah.
an overpowered character that everybody
And I
chooses.
imagine that if you try to hit him, it'll just rebound off his flab, and you'll end up hitting yourself. Like, it'll just go boing, straight off him. Doing. That's his strength. You hit
He's
him.
got like a really strong, like a really high like base defense sort of thing.
Yeah.
But his attack isn't that good. Bob. God, he's called him Bob.
Marduk, Miguel, Lars, and Bob.
Bob.
Wow. What a legend. I love him already. So yeah, he's returning from Tekken 6.
There's a Meowth nearby.
This is all news that's 2 weeks old that I got from last week. Newer news, and it's all pretty much all to do with Nintendo. Loads of people in the wake of Pokemon Go bought shares in Nintendo hoping to get some of the money.
Nah, I didn't.
And then Nintendo revealed that they don't really own the rights to it and they're not getting much money from it, and then they lost billions of pounds in shares again. Or not pounds, just billions in general.
They said that to start with, like when it was coming out.
Yeah,
like,
but no one.
They're not making.
Yeah,
it.
but no one paid attention.
I think they have like is it like a 30% stake or something.
Yeah, 32%.
32%. So they've still got something in it.
Yeah.
It's still. I mean, I know when obviously the big,
But everyone
big
was-
craze of it raised their.
Everyone was hoping to make thousands, but they haven't. Sucks to be them.
Because people were like, oh yeah, it's because it gained like I don't know, was it something like 12 billion after until the news came.
Yeah.
And it lost like 30, is it 13 or 18% or something like that, something weird percentage. Because they said we haven't made the game, but they still published it.
I should note that I'm speaking louder and I'm closer to the mic, so if Marcus seems quiet,
Yeah, I think I'm going to sing quieter.
I'm going to attempt compression. I'm not sure how much good it'll do. He's messing with the mic.
Yeah, there might be some pops there now. Making sure it wasn't being cut off.
Never mind. Who cares? I keep saying that, just who cares? That seems to be the thing that I'm just saying constantly at the moment. Who cares?
You haven't mentioned...
Hopefully everyone listening.
You haven't mentioned yet, have you?
What? Oh! It's coming.
It's coming, okay.
Nintendo NX. Some more details revealed. It's a portable console. Sort of not a handheld, but not a home console either.
It's like a home console that's easy to take around.
It's about, I'm going to guess it's like the size of an iPad or something like that. I'm going to guess.
Oh, really?
Maybe a bit bigger.
Is it doing cartridges?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It is doing cartridges.
Well, I don't think it's absolutely confirmed yet, but it seems to be.
That'd be cool if it
cartridges,
did.
yeah. It's portable and has detachable controllers.
Which has been around for ages now.
Yeah.
PS2. Well, I think, like, before the PS, I think PS2 controllers, there were some controllers that were released that were wireless.
Yeah. I always wanted to get one, but I never did.
And then, obviously, PS3 was standard.
Yeah.
Xbox 360 was standard.
Yeah, because technology developed, didn't it? So
I don't know about the Xbox. I don't think they were they?
No.
Did they later release them? Or was it just...
I'm not that familiar with the original Xbox, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
It's not as powerful as the PS4.
Of course. I mean, something that big ain't going to be that powerful.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day...
Nintendo don't need it to be that powerful.
No.
That's not what they do. They're a different company now.
They don't like make games that, oh, look how much like real life it looks. It's more like...
Cartoony.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah. Which
they tend to make good games, so it doesn't really matter.
And the final piece of news I've written down anyway, but there's plenty more out there. Google it.
That's how lazy we are.
Yeah. There are kind of re-releases for the NES and Sega Mega Drive. The NES is sort of the same sort of design, but it's smaller. It's like sort of a hand-size NES, and it comes with 30 built-in games of like best of the NES sort of thing.
So like games of like collections of games, sort of.
It's a collection of 30 games.
Yeah, which you can buy loads of now.
The Mega Drive has trumped this by having about the same amount of built-in games, I think, plus support for your original cartridges. So if you've got your original Sega Mega Drive cartridges still, you can use them in this new release of the Mega Drive.
That's pretty cool, I think.
It's amazing, mate.
Because they might also release new games on it as well. So it's like...
Which would be
it would.
Amazing.
The people who haven't got a Sega Mega Drive will then buy it.
Yeah.
Go buy old games, which kind of is an up and down because a lot of, especially Sega Mega Drive games, can be expensive.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw... Where was it? Computer Exchange. I can't remember where it was now. For the GameCube, there was... They released Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
No, was it 3? Or it might have been just like a standalone one. One of those two, I can't remember. But I'm not sure if it had anything different, but it was 50 quid and it was for the GameCube. And I was just like, why is it? I was like, oh, it's probably because it's rare or something. But I'm pretty sure you can buy it somewhere. I'm not sure if it's in a kind of collector's edition or something. But
Yeah.
I would never pay that much. Actually, no, I do pay that much for games.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said this like in a few episodes now, you just buy collector's editions and shit.
Of games I really like, yes.
Yes. I need to pre-order F1 2016.
I might...
it looks really good.
I'm waiting for Skyrim to come down still.
It is, but very slowly. It's still pretty much full price.
The problem is, you'll wait till like the week before the release and that'll shoot back up in price again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have
but most companies do this thing is we'll charge you the lowest price it was during your pre-order.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure you get it a little bit early.
So basically, I know that game do a thing like if the price changes, if it goes lower, then you get the lower price. But if it goes higher, your price doesn't change.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. So I might
do
go for that.
Yeah.
But,
so just try and find the point where you think it's lowest and buy it. And then just, if it goes back up, you're in.
And if it doesn't go anything, I'll just wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
Because after a couple of weeks when the initial, oh my gosh, Skyrim's been re-released, panic's gone down, it's like, it's going to shoot down in price. It always does.
Yeah. And now we don't need this thing on computer screen. Because I don't really have any more notes.
Let's just leave that.
Just leave Bob up.
Just leave Bob up.
Hey. And our topic for this week, moving on, segueing not very smoothly, is basically PS2 games and what we think the best ones are. Maybe even what the worst ones are. We'll see. PS2 games, I have a shit ton of them. I've got the ones you can see, and then I've got loads of ones behind them.
I have more. I will show you. Not now, because I haven't got a picture of them, but I'll send you a picture of them.
Yeah.
I've got a ton.
Anyone who's ever owned a PS2 just has a ton of games for it, basically.
Pretty much. Pretty much when downloading, like on the PlayStation 3 came along, it was like, I can't be bothered. Which kind of makes sense because it's like, oh, the disc's been screwed now, I have to go buy another game. So...
Why do you think the PS2 was so popular? Because its graphics weren't exactly amazing.
They were good for its time.
Yeah,
Good for its time.
Yeah, but the Xbox came out and that had pretty much better graphics. The GameCube even had better graphics. If you look at Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube, it looks better than it does on the PS2.
I think it was just a general all-round decent console. Wasn't too expensive. Wasn't too, well, I wouldn't say bulky because the GameCube was smaller. I don't know. It's weird.
The more I think about it, the more it just doesn't actually make that sense to me. It didn't even incorporate NetPlay until after the next Xbox came out.
The GameCube was a flop, kind of.
Yeah.
Xbox, the original one, came out before, or was it after?
It was after the PS2.
Oh yeah, because they delayed it because of the PS2 release.
Yeah.
So then PS2 came out, and I think it was sort of like Xbox is a new console, people weren't sure. And PS2 was the only real...
Yeah, because they'd gotten the PS1 and they knew...
That was quite big.
Yeah.
And then people obviously thought, oh, the PS2 is even better, and it was. And the PS3 came out and it was better in some ways.
Yeah, graphically, and then...
Yeah, compatibility, it was just like...
How
long it took the expansions for Skyrim to come out? Oh my lord.
Wow.
It took forever. That was really annoying because my friends were like, oh yeah, the new DLC for Skyrim is really good.
Yeah.
I'm just like, shut up.
But whether it makes...
I can't buy them yet.
But whether it makes sense or not, the PS2 was pretty much the biggest console ever. Not pretty much, it was the biggest console ever. 155 million units sold. And it kept selling for as long as they made it. And they made it all the way up to 2012. Which is ridiculous. That was basically just before the PS...
Have they stopped making the PS3 now?
I'm not sure.
Or is it soon?
It must be soon.
Year or something. Because I'm pretty sure there's like...
It's going to die.
They cut that really short compared to the PS2.
Yeah, the PS2 just lasted forever. And I loved that. The longer the PS2 went on, the happier I got. Because I just thought, oh, it's great. And I just hope it carries on forever. Like, they kept releasing FIFAs for it until, like, FIFA 15, I think.
I think the reason they kept on making it is because places like Brazil, who I know when the PS4 came out, a lot of people complained because they were moaning at the high price. Because I think in our money, it was like £500.
Yeah.
But it was because of that. It's because they had to import it and the import charges were a lot for them. So they were like, oh, why is it so expensive? It was because it's costing more to ship it over to you than it is to actually make them.
Yeah.
And so that's possibly why things like PS2 and PS3 were more popular over there.
It's not even just third world countries, though.
Oh, no.
Japan, in February 2008... So, this is just a fact I've retained in my head for no actual reason. But February 2008, I think it was February anyway, in Japan... The PS2 outsold the PS3. This is the PS3 2 years into its cycle. Well into its cycle.
I thought it was 2006, wasn't it?
2006 was PS3, 2005 was Xbox 360.
Yeah.
2 years into its cycle, so it's still fairly new for enough people to be buying it as well. But enough into its cycle so that it has... There we go, we've been interrupted. Back to wherever we got to, PS2.
Yeah, so that's why it outsold even like PS3 and stuff, because it was affordable.
Yeah.
And
that was it, Japan, yeah. That was what I was talking about. For a month it outsold the PS3.
Well, I think it was about that time that console, or home consoles, because now, even now, I don't think the PS4 does that well.
Yeah.
But saying that, I think one time I saw sales for it in Japan.
Yeah.
Xbox One only sold like 800 units and PS4 was selling like thousands.
Yeah.
That is one of the main reasons why PS4 took such a big lead in the supposed consoles.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna see here if I was
sales. It's not being that specific.
No.
Wait, 150 million worldwide. In Europe it sold 48. North America it sold 50.
Japan, 21 million as of 2008.
That's just Japan.
Yeah.
They're a small country. So in Europe...
Yeah, but it's very highly
million.
populated. It's very highly populated.
Oh, I know, yeah, but it's still... Compared to... Say that the whole of Europe was only 48 million.
Yeah. Hold on, I might say here.
And North America was 26.
Yeah.
So this is, as of... Yeah, so in 2003. So when was it released now? Was it 2001?
2001, yeah.
Was it? What was it?
It was either 2000 or 2001. I can't remember.
Go to the top. Let's say.
Hold on, I'm just seeing if Nah, it doesn't say it.
No, it should tell you at the top.
No, it doesn't say the February 2008 thing.
Oh, right.
I was just sort of looking for confirmation. I saw it somewhere on Wikipedia.
Oh, look there. Its last week of availability in Japan, it still sold 2,000 units.
Even then, 2,000, that's not exactly a small number.
I know. It's actually quite crazy.
Even the week before it sold 1,000.
So that's what I mean, look there. Remarkably, PS2 managed to sell better in Japan than the Xbox 360, which was released like, what, 3-4
Oh, no, not overall. Well, probably overall, but
Oh, no, just that week.
in that week. Here we go, here's a stat that we've just found. In the final week of availability for, its production in Japan in December 2012, it sold 2,078 units. In the same week, the 360 sold under 2,000. I'm not going to bother saying about the DS because that's not even close, but... Ridiculous. It just had a longevity, didn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. 2,000.
Oh, 2,000, really? Wow.
In Asia.
Oh, in Asia.
And everywhere else, but...
That's including Japan, so...
Yeah. Well, everywhere else in 2000, but only late 2000. It's released in early 2000 in Asia.
Well, that's the shipping totals.
Yeah,
so then it was released properly in December 2000. But even then, by, 9 months after its release, it had already sold 6.4 million. That's not bad. And then it just keeps on growing, doesn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a console. Let's applaud it. I still play my PS2.
Look, 2010 it had sold 150 million. 2 years later it sold 5 million more.
Yeah, that's 5 million.
In 2 years that's 5 million. I don't think even PS4 is doing that now.
No, and that's up to 12 years after it was released, and it's still selling 5 million in 2 years. What a console! I love it. I love the PS2.
That's probably mainly like...
I still play it as well.
South America.
I've got so many games I still play on my PS2. I love it.
I can see Half-Life. That's a good game.
Mm.
Then all the Spider-Man games. Sims 2. Wow, Ben. I never thought you'd play that.
Oh my god, Sims 2 was the source of much embarrassment for me when I was in year 7.
Why?
If any of my school friends listen to this is how the rumour got out.
What? Okay, I haven't heard any of this, so...
The person I'm about to talk about, she found out and everything, so it's all cool. There was this girl who lived up my road called Gemma.
Mm-hmm.
I had a massive crush on her, right?
Okay.
And, of course, everyone knew each other in the air, so... and I went round to my mate Ed's house down the road, and we played a bit of Sims 2 on his console. So we made ourselves, and then we made ourselves each a girlfriend. So he had a girlfriend, I had a girlfriend. And this, you can see where this is going, can't you? And he created the character, and he was like, okay, so what do you want to call your girlfriend? And I just immediately went, Gemma. And he sat next to it, I think in his maths class or something like that, and he typed in the G, and then he just stopped, right? And I was sort of on his right hand side, and he just looked at me and he went, "Is there something you're not telling me here, Ben?" And apparently I just went bright red. And then of course he was a dick and told people.
That you fancied her.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
I should have thought about that more, but I was year 7, younger than I am.
You're like 12.
Yeah. So that was the source of...
Much embarrassment.
Yeah. Fucking...
So she's going to listen to this now.
Oh, if she does, that's how the rumour got out. Oh, fucking hell. That was... Oh, Jesus. Back in the days, mate. But Sims 2, good game anyway. I got Shadow of the Colossus there as well. Plenty of Resi games. Resident Evil, that is. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I also own San Andreas. I prefer Vice City myself, which would cause a lot of hate.
I've never played it on the PS2, so...
San Andreas is probably better. I just have a personal preference for Vice City myself. I love the V-Rock radio station. It's amazing. Because the game is set in the mid-80s. So it has all the metal classics.
Have you got the original Ratchet and Clank, the first one?
No.
2 is a good one, but the Ratchet and Clank series in general is just amazing.
It is. And they did a new game recently, didn't they?
Yeah, it's basically just a reboot.
And they're doing a film as well. You can see the film.
They've already put it out.
Have they?
Yeah.
Is it out?
I missed that. the reviews weren't that good because a lot of the critics were saying it's made more for kids. It would satisfy hardcore fan people, but for the general public, it would be more for like kids and stuff. So.
Isn't that the same with a lot of games?
I don't think it really made a lot of money in the box office. Movie. Let's have a look.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah, it didn't get very good reviews. Yeah, and it made like 7 million loss. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was a film specifically to make loads of money.
Yeah.
It was sort of like a fan, like a fans have wanted this for a long time.
Yeah. Oh well, who cares? The game. It's a game series at the end of the day, and the game series, as you said, is amazing. I've only got number 2 because actually that mate I told you that I'm going to see tonight for his birthday.
Yeah.
He had 2 as a kid, and he let me borrow it. And
That's it.
No.
Never given it back.
No. I gave it back, but then I didn't. But I remember loving it, and I didn't have it for years, and I eventually got around to rebuying it.
This is a very good series in general.
So, and I haven't played the first one actually. I don't think
the first one is amazing.
But I just bought that one because that was the one I remembered, and it was amazing.
It's one of those games. It's kind of like FIFA. It doesn't really change like gameplay wise and stuff like that. But it's still each game is just amazing. It's just one of those games that's really good.
Yeah.
And no matter how many times you kind of remake the game, but with like different settings and story, it's still just amazing.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's very good. So are we saying the Ratchet and Clank is one of the best PS2 games? Because that was the topic of this. Best two.
It's
one of the best.
Top 5.
One of the best series.
Top 5 series. Ooh.
Okay, if you're saying top 5 game, which one?
Where is Ratchet and Clank in the top 5?
Which Ratchet and Clank game for first
one?
The first one. Is that the one you're rating? Cool. Where would you put it on your list? Shall we say? Okay, if we do a top 5 each, then.
Okay. Oh, it's raining, a lot.
No shit, we're in Britain.
That's what I just noticed. Okay. Let's just think of a top 5 now.
No. I'll probably make mine up as I go along. I always do.
Yeah. I think that my number 1 is...
No. Let's build it up.
Let's 5. Start at 5.
Start at 5.
Okay. Start at 5. Ooh, wow.
What would let's do your list first, and then we'll do mine.
Okay. I can't remember what it was called. Because it was one of
That's a great game.
I know.
Fantastic. I love that one.
It was one of those like Crash Derby games.
Oh, yeah.
But it was, instead of ones that literally the objective just to smash each other, it was an actual racing game. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good. The graphics weren't amazing, but the way it handled
Hold on,
stuff.
a game...
And you had like
Racing
there
and
weren't many
Destruction.
cars, but it had like a few different designs, and then it was really good. Me and brother used to play it a lot.
Racing and Destruction. I've got one like that. It's called Blur. It's on the Xbox 360. No, it is amazing. Have you seen any of my Blur videos?
I've got Blur. It's a good game.
I love it.
I think
there are still people playing it online.
I know it was supposed to be a big flop.
Should we do it? Should we play it online?
Play it online?
Yeah.
Now?
Well, have you got a 360 that you can play on?
I have got a 360. I haven't got a game for it. I have to see if it's working first.
Yeah. Look,
I should actually try and set it up and see if we can do
There was going to be a sequel to Blur, actually.
I know, but they cancelled it because it was a flop.
No. They cancelled it because the studio closed down.
What, is it EA?
I think EA owned the studio.
Because I know EA closed a lot of their studios down.
But the studio closed down, which is a shame because I'd have loved a Blur sequel. Yeah. I'd love just a Blur sort of re-release on Xbox One, or at least backwards compatibility thing.
Because I know EA closed a lot of the Maxis studios down, which make like the Sims games.
If they put it on Xbox One, people will have to stop going on their 360s, and then I reckon people might come back to it again. If Blur got a sequel, it would just be an ongoing game, and people wouldn't stop playing it. It's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is about PS2. So, and the reason it came up is because it sounds like a similar game, sort of a demolition racing game.
It is similar, but there's no power-ups. It's literally just drive around and hit people and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Really, really fun game.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was called. It's kind of annoying me. I think it's something like... Something Crash Racing, I think, something like that.
Is it Crash Team Racing? Is it a Crash Bandicoot game?
No. It's not. But that's a good game, though. But,
just off the record, that is
a good game.
It's sort of Crash's version of Mario Kart, isn't it?
I really am trying to think of what it's called. I'll text it you later and then I'll think of it. PS2 Racing, Crash Games...
I was just coming up with Crash Bandicoot, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is, Crash Tag Team Racing. Is it Burnout? Is it Burnout game?
Burnout, no. It was quite a simple game. It was. Then they made one of it. It was like racing games of all time. Let's have a look. I'll see. As soon as I see the cover, I will know it.
There's 30 on this list that we're looking at, so it should be on there somewhere, maybe. Unless you're just the only one who... Cars?
Cars.
I've got Cars on the PSP, it's okay.
I bet you it's not going to be on here, why?
No. F106?
Oh, there's another one that's on my list. I'm not going to say which one.
I've got Burnout Dominator. My mate bought me that. Really good game.
I don't think it's on here.
Call it Burnout.
Another one that's on my list. There's two that's on my list. Okay.
Really, racing games?
Yeah. I there was some really good racing games on them.
So, number 5, unnamed game.
Wait a sec.
For Mark.
I'm going to try and think. Wait, I think it was called like Crash. I think it was called Crash Car Derby. Or Derby.
Oh, it looks like it might be. Or not.
No. Oh. Oh no.
That's an online game, you idiot.
Douchebag.
It's a Flash game.
No, it's not that. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, no. Just type in Demolition Derby games and see if there's a list of them. I'll probably edit this so it takes less time. Whoa, it's on there.
Carmageddon 2, wow. Demolition Race. Nope. On PS2.
How the fuck is Grand Theft Auto Vice City a Demolition Derby game?
Destruction. No, it's not on there. I can't remember, but it was either way. It was a very good game.
Hold on.
I had
For
many.
the PS2.
What?
For the PS2.
Oh, here we go.
Or if someone's like recommended it or something.
They might have done. Demolition Race.
For the Dreamcast, they specifically asked for the PS2. You.
Destruction Derby 2. Nope, that's PSX, not PS2. You douchebag.
I'll tell you what.
I will find it at home and I will send you. And we'll update it next week.
What we'll do is I'll put it as text on screen if you send it me later.
Okay.
So that they know what we're on about.
Okay.
So number 5 right now, unnamed game.
Test destruction game.
Number 4.
Flat Out 2. Which was basically another kind of like crash game. But it was like...
You just love crashing into shit.
A lot of mini games where it was like you had to crash and propel the person out.
Yeah.
But there was bowling ones. There was a lot of like funny stuff. Again, another really good game.
Sweet. 3.
Number 3. Test Drive Unlimited 2.
No racing games so far.
Yeah, that was a contender for the top.
Really? You love Test Drive?
The 3 at the top was Test Drive, and the other 2, well, one's Ratchet and Clank, the first one, you know that one now. But
yeah,
it was those ones. It was a really good game. So you drive around, you could buy houses, you could buy loads of cars, and the scenery was amazing. It was really, really good. So,
well, it had good graphics for PS2 though?
It was decent, yeah, for PS2, yeah.
Fair play.
And then obviously Test Drive Unlimited 2, but that was PS3, I think. So, but yeah, it was a really good game, Test Drive Unlimited.
Number 2.
Ratchet and Clank. Again, we've already talked over
We've talked about that. So what is?
It is a classic game.
Your number 1 PlayStation 2?
Jak and Daxter.
Jak and Daxter.
Yeah. Have you not heard of that?
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
Jak and Daxter is an amazing game. I think Joe will also agree it is one of the best PS2 games.
What does it entail?
I will bring it up now. Basically,
Jack's
it's like
it.
oh shit! I did. Jak and Daxter. Basically,
is it similar to Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, Jak and Daxter set fictional universe, game takes a world, maybe with natural environment.
It sounds quite similar to Ratchet and
Clank. It's
Clank.
like an adventure game.
Sounds quite similar to Ratchet and Clank right now.
Yeah. I think they had made sequels that weren't really that good, but this one was like.
But the original.
The original was the game. I don't want to go into it. I want people to go and buy it themselves because it's not something I can really talk about.
Yeah.
But basically,
you're a great
it's kind of like
podcaster.
one of those like save the world kind of games. It's really good. I'm not doing a review. It's just a podcast, isn't it? So, but yeah, that is probably my favourite game.
Yeah.
On PS2. You then. Number 5.
Yeah, I'm looking at my list right now because that set of PS2 games that you can see at the front is my list of games that
you play the most.
I play the most. Yeah. So they're the easily accessible ones.
The Sims 2. You still play that, do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's my favourite Sims. Despite the fact that others added to it, I think it's a nostalgia thing.
Mine's 3 because I like the open world thing. Because obviously on Sims 2 it was more just your building.
Yeah.
You had to travel, like loading screens and stuff. Sims 3 was just one big world.
Yeah.
Which they kind of ditched for Sims 4, which was kind of disappointing, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make up my list now.
Come on, Ben, people are waiting.
I know.
They're so excited to hear you.
Right, fuck it. Number 5, Spider-Man 2.
I can understand that.
Great game. It was all very smooth, swinging around. Oh my god. Something happened the other day. Right.
You were playing it?
Yeah. I turned it on. The game loaded. It always loads you sort of in the same street. It's kind of weird,
Yeah.
right? This is the first time... By the way, I checked my last save file. This is the first time I'd played it since January 2015. Which for a PS2 game is actually quite recent.
Yeah.
It'd been a while. Hadn't played it for over a year and a half. Turned on Spider-Man 2. I literally jumped up into the air and pressed R2 to swing. I'd been playing the game for 3 seconds at this point. 3 seconds at this point. And I heard a child go, because they'd lost their balloon. 3 seconds in, and a child lost their balloon. Fucking 3 seconds. Jeez, I got it immediately. But even, oh, fucking hell. Jesus. But apart from the annoying children who let go of their balloons, it's a great game.
Yeah.
Gets very difficult towards the end.
Yeah.
But
So I know it's another game, so
we'll gloss over that. It's a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the combat being a bit clunky, it really did make you feel like Spider-Man.
Wait, I just
Because
want
it
to
was
check
just so
something, because
smooth.
I've just seen a game that I am actually... Wait.
We're waiting. Oh, what are you doing?
What's this one?
Time Splitters.
That was a hell of a game.
It was fucking awesome, wasn't it?
It was a hell of a game.
He's just picked out Time Splitters Future Perfect.
Hell of a game.
I love the announcer on it.
And everything.
I tell you what, seeing as we're not even under a time limit anymore to get you home, you can play a bit later on if you want.
Yeah, okay.
Time Split. I love the
Suits me.
I love the announcer in the games.
Yeah.
Like even when he doesn't even say a word, if you
I like the music.
if you hit someone, that he just goes ooh.
Yeah.
He was like the original, like legendary commentator.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I love him. That's gotta hurt.
So, number 4.
Time Splitters Future Perfect.
Okay, we talked about that now. 3.
No, it's just the thing I love about Time Splitters is I just find it fun. It's just so fun.
Good game.
I think the problem with a lot of games now is they take themselves too seriously. You're still playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think there's too much. Like now, there's a lot of like, oh, you gotta have this campaign. There's not enough of free roam, do what you want.
Yeah.
There's too many games.
But even so,
that.
Time Splitters had a campaign, but I've just found it fun.
I was going to read a mode. It was
And the lead character, he's just a laugh. You know what I mean? But nowadays games take themselves too seriously, and gamers take games too. They're called games. You're not supposed to take them seriously. You know what I mean?
Ben, calm down.
It's supposed to be fun. Fuck me.
Ben, calm down.
So yeah, number 3. See, there's so many games I just want to put on it.
I'm going to put my laptop on charge. Plug.
There's one down there.
Okay. Before we...
Wants to charge. There's so many games I could put on this list. To be fair, it should have been a top 10, not a top 5. But never mind. Number 3. Can I do 2 in 1, like sort of a cross, because I can't decide?
Yeah, you can do like a draw for a position. Yeah.
FIFA Street
Fair enough.
and
yeah.
Tony Hawk's Underground.
I'd never play the Underground.
FIFA Street because it was something new for the FIFA franchise, and again it has a legendary commentator. He's so awesome. I love listening to the commentator. And you know, the ability to do all of these tricks, and it was 4 aside, and you in the street, all these legendary players. Well, not legendary. It wasn't legendary players at all. It was just current players in their national teams. I just found it really fun. Again, it was something different rather than the same old that we'd had for FIFA for years and still getting now. And none of the FIFA Streets since have surpassed it for me.
No.
2, 3, the reboot, none of them quite captured what the original did for me. Again, I was playing FIFA Street recently and I was just like, back on it. It's great. Love it. Antonio Hawk's Underground, again, because it was something new for the franchise. We'd had Pro Skaters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all were regarded as great games, and so they should be. But Underground added a proper campaign mode for you. It was your character and your story. With your dickhead friend Eric, who was a proper prick. I'll explain this to you later on. He was a proper prick. And it was your story. It was goal-oriented rather than... Well, you were allowed to choose your own missions rather than having the goals set out for you. It was sort of free roam in all the different places, including the lovely place that is New Jersey. That's where you live. They even say "Home Sweet Home," what a dump in the intro. And you get to go to loads of different places: New Jersey, New York, Manhattan specifically.
Yeah.
Of course, no one knows anything different when they think New York. You think New York, you think Manhattan, don't you? No one thinks about the actual mainland part of New York. Much. Followed by Tampa in Florida, San Diego. Where do you go after that? Hawaii, Vancouver, Moscow, and then you make your way back to New Jersey again. And there's some unlockable places as well. In fact, there are some they remade for the PS2 Tony Hawk's Underground. Some of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 levels. They made PS2 versions of School 2, Venice, and The Hangar, which is cool. And they're unlockable. And another level which they literally just called Hotter Than Hell. They based it in Australia, and they based it also around a Kiss concert. They had 3 Kiss songs in the game. And in the air, above ramps, you got the letters KISS. If you collect them all, a Kiss concert begins.
Really?
Yeah, in the game. And you can just trick and flip on the stage and everything. There's a gap called Over Peter Criss, who's the drummer.
Yeah. And
you can go up on the ramp and do a spine transfer over him. It's great. But I've never been that much into Kiss, really. I think Gene Simmons is a prick. And I've never been into their music much. I think the orchestral versions of the songs, which were the ones featured on the games, from the Melbourne, that's why it was set in Australia, from the Melbourne concert, was amazing. I think the orchestra really enhanced the songs. Without the orchestra, I find the songs boring.
It's about games, Ben, not about music.
I know.
Don't branch out.
Sorry. But yeah, Tony Hawk's Underground, FIFA Street, because they were both something new for their franchises. Both did something different, and both were really fun.
Number 2?
Oh, what can I put at number 2?
Now, I'm giving you 1 crossover, and I'm only giving you 1.
Yeah. I'm not going to put Ratchet and Clank on the list.
Okay.
Okay, here we go then. Special mentions. Colin McRae Rally 04. Great game.
So this isn't on your list?
No, these are just special mentions. So it would probably be in my top 10 if it was a 10. NBA 2K6, which I loved. GTA Vice City. In fact, just this entire list. Need for Speeds, Underground 2, and Most Wanted.
Yes,
they were
Underground
great.
2 especially.
They were great, and Ratchet and Clank 2, which we talked about earlier.
You missed that one amazing game.
Which one?
You literally...
I might mention it in my top 2.
Okay.
Might.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
No, not yet. But, anyway.
Okay,
so those are my special mentions. All brilliant games.
I agree with those as well.
All brilliant games.
Yeah. But I think...
Number 2 for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
What do I say? Which way round off at these?
That was my problem as well for my top 3. It was just like... They switch places all the time.
Oh, and of course Half-Life, special mentions to that as well, but it's not going
Finally!
It's not going in my top 5.
I was going to say, you cannot... You said NBA 2K6, Vice City. You skipped over one of the best games in that list there.
So, I'm not including it in my top 5 though, personally.
No, I wouldn't either. Half-Life 2 maybe.
Number 2 for me, Shadow of the Colossus.
Fair enough, yeah. Good game.
amazing. Often seen as the best PS2 game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about climbing up those colossi and just you're this tiny person, you're taking down this
I
massive
think for
things.
like what for the objective of the game was very different. Something so big. And it's like,
Yeah. And there's nothing else in this land. There's no dungeons to explore. There's no towns.
It's literally
no
just
villages.
kill these big
It's
rock people.
empty space. And somehow it's just so compelling. It's just amazing. 16 colossi, 16 ways to take them down. You've got to identify where they are first, using your sword. And then you've got to use it to identify their weakness. And you've got to get up there and take them down. To be fair, I wouldn't say the fight's particularly difficult. You've just got to identify that weakness.
Yep.
And then once you get there, you just hit him a few times and it's dead. But even so, there's just something compelling about it. And it's more about the journey than the end goal, I think.
Yeah.
It's one of those games. And that journey of taking down these colossi was incredible.
Did you finish it?
Not yet. Not yet.
In the middle of doing it.
But my number one game for me, and I think you know what I'm going to say, don't you? It's Resident Evil 4.
Yes.
Has to be. It's just amazing. It is, again, something new for the franchise. It ditched the fixed camera angles. Thank fuck. I know a lot of classic fans are today like, oh, bring the fucking fixed camera angles back. It sucks. It sucks. Deal with it. The only game lately that's come out that does it well, sort of, is Until Dawn.
Yeah. That's because it's not like you don't have to like shoot stuff, and it's literally like a click adventure sort of thing.
Yeah, in a way.
Or like a graphic novel sort of thing.
Resident Evil 4 put the camera in a fantastic new place, just behind the shoulder, so you're not first person, but at the same time you're not quite third person either.
Yeah, because first person's like...
It was the perfect placement. It was the perfect placement. And it went a little bit more action-oriented, but it kept the horror. That's something Resident Evil 5 failed on. It's supposed to be a survival horror franchise. 5 got rid of the horror. 4 did this new style of gameplay, but retained the horror. Mm-hmm. Maybe it wasn't as scary as the originals. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to have an action horror game because you've kind of got to get rid of one to have the other, because you can't really have a horror game. Oh yeah, I've got loads of guns, so it's not really that scary. It's going to blow the crap out of it anyway. Yeah. So it's...
But even so, there are moments in this game where I do not feel comfortable playing, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Especially in the first part, the village. The village creeps me out quite a lot. Something about it is just so devoid and empty, and yet there are about 1,000 villagers just somehow living in this place, ready to swarm you.
My eyes are watering.
And it's fucking...
My eyes are watering, it's alright.
Have you?
I don't know, yeah, probably.
Yeah. And then also, the castle I don't find as creepy. Castle is more action, I think.
Yeah, the action.
Village is creepy. Castle is action. Island is sort of a mixture of the two, the final section. Island. A lot of it is action, I will say. But if you don't get creeped out by the Regenerators and the Iron Maidens, then there is something wrong with you.
Those are the people that aren't scared of the village.
Yeah, it's. Have you seen my walkthrough? Have you seen these things?
I've seen some of them, yeah.
You just you shoot off a limb and it grows back, and there's nothing you can do. The Regenerators, if they're limbless, they'll just jump up off the ground and bite into you, and pretty much kill you. The Iron Maidens, even if you kill them, they could still kill you back, because they will spike you in death. They will. But if you get too close to them, they will spike you. Literally, one of their main death move is don't let them get too close, because they will grab you and pull you into their spikes. Dead.
Straight away. Just one hit kill.
Yeah, and it's like I let one do it recently. I shot off its legs trying to get to its back thing, but it just crawled towards me and shot out its spikes. Dead immediately. Oh, and they've also got their breathing pattern. And you can hear, even if you can't see it, you can hear it. So you'll go into a new area, and immediately you'll hear its breathing pattern. It takes like a few breath ins, and then breathes out, so like... And if you hear that round the corner, you just think, shit, 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 shit. You're just standing there, frozen in fear. Literally. If you enter a new area and you hear that round the corner, I just become too scared to move. I'm like, JonTron did a video that he deleted, which is a shame. But I saw it while it was still up, and it was like top 10 scariest video game characters. And he put the Regenerators at number 1 from Resident Evil 4. Because they are just creepy as shit. But I think just as an overall game, I mean, the acting was a huge step up as well. Because Resident Evil was often derided for its shit acting.
Yeah,
but
I've seen bits from the.
But the acting was competent in this game. It wasn't amazing, but it was good enough to make it believable. And it was just a perfect game in so many ways. In a way, you could say it's ruined the franchise overall because it was so good they could never top it. In a way,
yeah.
5 was almost like just.
Did you see the trailer for the new one though?
Yeah, it looks creepy again. Thank fuck.
That might top it. You never know.
Yeah, might do. We'll see. But I love 4. I do. I didn't play it till late. I didn't play 4 till 2011, 2012. And I wanted something new. I still only had my PlayStation 2 at this point. And I wanted something new to play. And I'd heard good things about the Resident Evil franchise. And I found Resi 4 for the PS2 without knowing that it was regarded as the best in the series. I just heard good things about the franchise. And I played Resi 4, and it was the first game I can safely say I got addicted to. The first game I can really say I played so much that honestly I will never forget the time when I just started playing it, and I started playing it one evening and I got really into it, so deep into it, and I just lost track of time completely until the final part where I thought, I should check the time, and in my head it was around midnight. Check the time, it was 2:20 in the morning. Now, back then, nowadays, to stay up till 2:20 in the morning is... What the fuck? Hold on. Guys, he's just misspelt Resident Evil 4 into Wikipedia, and it came up with, did you mean Regiment Evi 4? What the fuck? Anyway, it's just an amazing game. Like I said now, staying up to 2 a.m. now is just normal for me.
Yeah.
But back then, it wasn't. And I checked the time, it was ridiculous. I was like, what? And it was the first game I got.
When did you start?
Hmm?
When did you start?
I'd say probably about 10 o'clock in the evening.
So you have like 4 and a half
Yeah,
hours.
I thought I'd been playing 2. That's how good it is. You think, just time went so quickly. Oh, it was just an amazing game. I will not hear a word against it, and if you say a word against it, I'm blocking you.
It's awful.
Get out. My house, get out.
Get out of my house.
No,
No, it is good. I played it.
I fucking love it.
It's your favourite PS2 game.
It is.
Okay. Well.
Those are our top 5 best PS2 games. For us personally, everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
No doubt there will be some of you who don't even like the games.
Other mentions are like Lego Star Wars games.
Yeah.
The original ones. Oh, amazing games.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
This was the thing about the PS2, and I think the reason it was so popular, actually, now that I think about it. Its graphics weren't amazing, but they were still good. And it had the ability to do really good gameplay. It was the perfect mixture of good graphics and good gameplay. So that people were able to say it's got great graphics, and they were also able to say the story is amazing, and the gameplay, the way it controls, is amazing. Nowadays, it's too focused heavily on graphics, and people go, oh, it's got amazing graphics, but the game itself is shit. Or people go, oh, the gameplay mechanics are amazing, the graphics look terrible. Games nowadays can't really seem to get the best balance. The PS2 and its games, the PS2 has so many amazing games because it was able to get that balance perfectly, and the developers were able to get the balance.
Because for people that say that graphics, I was like, oh, does it matter about the graphics? Graphics do matter.
They do, because the better the graphics, the better the immersion.
Exactly. If you think, oh man, like this thing in this game is really scary, got awful graphics, it just looks like pixelated crap.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can't really tell if the graphics are that, but then at the same time it's like, put loads into the graphics, but not a lot into character design and story and gameplay.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh, it looks really good, but they haven't made anything that looks
Yeah.
good. So that they can make things. The graphics means that what they will make looks good, but if something doesn't look good on its own,
Yeah.
it will not really have any effect on you.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And
that's something that PS2 had.
yeah.
It had decent, not the best graphics of the time, but decent graphics. I mean, I think one of the best graphics of that time was probably GameCube.
Yeah.
GameCube had really good graphics
Resident
for its
Evil.
time.
I find Resident Evil 4 to be one of the best graphically PS2 games, and yet the GameCube version of Resident Evil 4 looks better.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of the best looking PS2 games is outdone by its GameCube counterpart, it says a lot for the GameCube graphics.
But that's the thing, though. It's because
I think a lot of consoles around
what
the
was
time
being
just great.
released for the PlayStation 2 at the time was generally all round amazing.
Yeah.
Really good. Unfortunately, you don't get that now, which is actually quite sad, but oh well.
I reckon what they'll do, because you know how we said earlier in the news section that they're sort of, in a way, re-releasing the NES and Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
I think they'll re-release the PS2 at some point.
I hope they do.
In some capacity. I'd
I
love it.
love it.
What I hope was the PS2 would be immortal. In the fact that they just keep making it fair. Looking at the sales it could have been, it was still selling. And I was just sort of hoping that they just keep making it like...
In 2 years, it's sold 5 million.
We'd get to the PlayStation 8, but they were still making the PS2. Like, they cancelled the 3, the 4, the 5, they cancelled all
done
these.
pretty impressive so far.
But the PS2 they just kept making forever. I just wanted it to just to live forever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think in a way it will live forever in its games. They will always remaster the games and re-release the games. But even if they remaster them and change the graphics and add gameplay features to Resident Evil 4 and re-release it, the original game will always be on the PS2.
Yeah.
And it was because of the PS2 that the game was so good in the first place. The PS2, I think, will have a legacy that no other console will quite have.
Yeah. So PS3 has sold 80 million units.
Didn't even crack 100 million.
Not yet. Well, they're saying that. I say that they'll probably stop those soon. PS4 sold 40. That's fair enough there because it's only been 3 years this year, so it's not too bad.
But the PS3 is sold barely half. 80 million times 2 is 160.
Barely half in half the time. Really. It's been out for what?
No, let's just think about this.
About 10 years
Let's
now.
just think about this. PS2 was out for about 12 years. Sold 155 million in that time. 12 years, right? PS3 been out 10. So it's only 2 years less. It's done half, pretty much. Half in only 2
Wait,
years less.
how is that right? Oh yeah, because sorry, carry on. Yeah, sorry.
Half in only 2 years less.
And you think about it, technically it's had 4 years more because it's still being produced now, and the PS2 was stopped 4 years ago.
No, yeah, but they didn't. No, 12 years to 10 years. Because the PS2 had a longer lifespan overall. From 2000 to 2012.
I suppose.
2006 to 2016.
Yeah.
Marcus can't math!
I know, yes.
Because I'm English maths.
Because it's too early in the morning.
It's 11 past 11, babe, wake up!
Let's just watch PlayStation Wonder. 102 million?
102, 100... I thought it was 105.
102.49 million. It's not bad. Not bad.
It's still sold more than its PS3 and PS4, so...
Well, PS4 is understandable, it's been out for 3 years.
Thing is, PS2 and PS1 hit 100 million in the same year. They both hit 100 million in 2005. Which means PS2 reached it substantially quicker.
Oh, yeah.
But,
It took 10 years for the PS1 to do that.
mm.
And it's kind of like
11, actually, I think, pretty much.
the 1995 it was out.
No, it was 94. Because Rayman is from 94. I know that for a fact. And that was like sort of almost a launch game for the PS1. Yeah, in certain places, 3rd December 1994 though. Look.
In Japan.
Yes, but Rayman. Look up the video game Rayman. Look it up. Look it up.
Okay.
My stomach is rumbling. I apologise if that picked up on the mic.
Rayman, another recommended game.
Yeah, the original.
The original.
I've never found any of the subsequent ones to be as good, quite. Here we go. Rayman video game.
95.
It said 94 on the box, alright?
1st September 1995.
It said 94 on the box.
How did it... Where? Where is it? I want to see it.
Can I show you afterwards?
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know where it is right now.
Fine.
I'll show you afterwards. It said although that could be because copyright 94 but released in 95.
Maybe.
Okay, that's my fault. Okay, fine. 10 years. Fine. You were right. Either way, it doesn't matter because it's about the PS2, not PS1. We'll do PS1 another episode.
Yeah.
Basically, the PS2 is the best console ever with the best games ever. We're not wrong, and fuck your opinion. Wait, that's not the message, is it? That's not the message, is it? So.
You're going to have so many PC Master Race people coming on here now saying, what you say, fam?
Oh, Jesus. No, I said PS2 is the best console ever.
Okay.
I didn't say it was better than PC. I did it. I saved it. You'll be alright. We're going to get shot.
Look, you'll be alright. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's true.
PC Master Race.
Long live the PS2. Re-release it. Remake it. Keep making it forever.
Just cancel every other console. Just keep on making PS2
Absolutely.
forever.
That's it. That'll do.
Update graphics and stuff, and just keep it good. Actually, don't even update graphics. Just keep it as it is.
Just keep the graphics as they are. Just these half shit graphics.
Like in 50 years' time, it's the same graphics.
Make it HD because it's not HD. It's I think it's 480p native. You can actually have game. It had something called what the fuck was it called? On Wikipedia, there is a list of PS2 HD games. There was a way to activate on certain games. Activate HD.
Probably like settings. Or
Gran Turismo 4 was 1080i.
1080i.
Yeah, which is still HD because 720p is HD.
It's HD and it's better than 720p. So yeah.
So there were certain games that you could actually play in HD on PS2. So okay, fine. It's already HD in a way.
Yeah.
Maybe make it full HD for one thing, and then make it widescreen because it's still like the square 4:3 aspect ratio.
I play it on my TV now, and it just looks weird now.
But the graphics themselves keep the same. Re-release the PS2, keep it going forever, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. We don't need console wars because we all agree that PS2 is the best.
Exactly. Microsoft will give in. So that's the show.
Yeah.
That is the Ping Pod podcast for this week. We'll probably be back in 2 weeks because I've noticed that we seem to do this every 2 weeks rather than one. Something always gets in the way in every other week.
Yeah.
So
I'll see if I can try and get us somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or no, next time I'll bring my own mic stand.
Also, PS2 did have online play.
Yeah, for some games, yeah.
It was a bit shit, and they had to implement it after the Xbox came out.
Yeah.
But it did have it.
Yeah.
I think they closed all the servers recently. That's what I heard. But then there were a lot of fan servers.
Oh yeah.
There's
PC games that have had like servers that have gone down that perhaps the fans have made it.
Resident Evil Outbreak, which I've got. Capcom closed their servers. They reopened due to fan servers. Loads of people played Outbreak online. The COD servers stayed open.
That's because
and people still use them. COD PS2 online.
COD is awful.
COD online PS2 though. Can you imagine?
I know, yeah.
And people still played it. Tokka Race Driver 3 was online. There were some of the later FIFAs, well not the later ones. FIFA 07, FIFA 08, they were online PS2.
Yeah.
I think maybe a couple of the earlier ones as well. Yeah. Great console. That is definitely the show now. Anything you want to add?
No. Stay in school. Don't take drugs.
It's good advice.
Yeah.
Listen to Marcus. Listen to me as well. Take drugs.
Take drugs.
Take them all.
Stay out of school. Just take drugs all the time.
Play Pokemon Go.
Play Pokemon Go.
Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. Apologies if the sound was a bit weird.
It's probably going to be crap.
I'll literally upload a picture of how we were set up because I just...
The awfulness. So I'll just have to take a picture of you.
Yeah, just do it. Do it now. Take a picture. Just like, hey!
Give me a phone, I'll do it on yours.
Alright, fine. But that is the show for this week. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Probably, like I said, see you in 2 weeks. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. We'll see what we can sort out.
We'll see. Marcus, take the picture.
I will take the picture. That is a thumbnail now.
That is the thumbnail. He took the picture. Goodbye, people. Goodbye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.